Hello, isn't it? I'm in Liverpool. Actually, that was pretty good. Okay, how you going, Frenchy show listeners? This is just a quick intro. I am on tour, but I managed to do a banging podcast outside of Bolton, would you believe, with the lads from the Dead Men podcast, Rob and Freddy. They love dark humor. They love banter. It's just a proper banter fest, this episode. You are going to fucking love it just as much as I'm loving this tour. I realized I forgot to go through the possible names for the listeners. So we've got the OG, the French Ticklers, but we wanted something new for the Frenchy show. And I said, leave your suggestions on the YouTube. And we had 2 suggestions, so not bad. We have the French fries, which appears to be the most liked response. The other option we got was Frenchy worms. So I don't know how that makes any sense, but I don't hate that. What's up, worms? How you doing? Oh, that's because I had them in my butthole. Oh, now I get that. That's not as funny. Anyway, just a quick intro. Wanted to touch base, didn't I? Hope you're having a great fucking time. Enjoy the episode. Talk to you next week. Ciao.
Frenchy!
G'day, welcome to the Frenchy Show. We got a special episode live from Hoxton. Where the fuck are we?
Harwich, much less cool than Hoxton.
Harwich.
Hoxton's a very cool bit of London. We're not there.
Okay, we're in the cool bit of Bolton.
Bolton, yeah. It's all cool bit, Bolton.
Fuck yeah, we got Freddy, Quinne, Rob Mulholland, the best comedians in Northern England.
We can go further than that.
Okay.
The world.
The
best comedians in the
I
world.
think we need to go more local than that, to be honest. I think we need to...
Let's shrink it down. I think
shrink.
we are possibly the best comedians in Harwich today.
I don't think you're even the best comedian in here.
Well, incorrect.
That's all subjective, isn't it? You are, I don't know how much you know about the Frenchy Show. Generally, we have OnlyFans girls on.
We do a lot of that as well.
Yeah.
Yes, good views for some reason.
We're also perverts.
A lot more. No, it's for the views.
Yeah.
Also, they're better than comics because I think comics are so used to talking and needing laughs as a way of validation that when they don't immediately get that, they kind of freak out a little bit. Whereas OnlyFans girls, you play the fucking camera and they're like, boom, let's do it.
Yeah, they don't need laughs. They just need a little, like, swelling in the pants just to know, yeah, I still got it. They need a little interest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm more than happy to provide that.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, boys. How's the gigging been going?
Good. Yeah. Good. I started my tour yesterday, and it's been nice meeting all the horrific, smelly incels. That do you know what? I queued up to have some photos taken afterwards.
Yeah.
After the gig.
So you queued up for your own photo call
No, I let them.
He queued up for photos.
to get a photo with himself.
About halfway through, there were 2 lads who not even smelled nice, just didn't smell, and I thanked them.
Thank you for not smelling.
Yeah, I said, honestly, lads, whatever you're doing hygiene-wise, well done.
Yeah. Our fans are exactly who you'd expect them to be. It's
Yeah.
a lot of smelly dudes.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed about UK, European people, you guys have little hands.
What?
In general.
I
Probably
mean,
not
I
you, Rob,
definitely
probably not
don't.
you, probably
Like,
not
you're
you.
really speaking
But
to the
I'm
wrong
saying,
guy.
I've been shaking a lot of hands after shows.
Yeah.
A lot of little ones.
I think Freddy's got quite small hands for
I-
such a
That's
big
what
fat
I was
man.
looking at.
I
it.
have got little hands.
He's got little paws.
Do you
It's like-
think it's an evolution thing from UK? I don't know how.
It's to match my little penis.
See, at least you're proportional, aren't
There
you?
you go.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Massive hands, tiny dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we look stupid.
So we wanted to ask you about a situation we had at a show in Leeds last night. I finished the show.
My neck of the woods, that.
Is that where you live?
I'm from near there, like a little town right next to Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah. So I finished the show, and our friend Kieran, as you can see up there,
Yeah.
there's a couple talking to him. For how long would you say, Lane?
I'm going to say about 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Putting in some work.
I have never known someone to have a promo shot that looks more like they've shit themselves.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh,
It looks like he's just
looks-
shat his pants.
It looks AI.
It looks like someone's about to Chinese burn his neck.
So he's talking to this couple, and then the longer it goes on, the more the wife is touching him, and the more the husband is kind of
Check he's real.
pushing her into him.
Counting his
Oh.
fingers.
And would you say?
This guy wanted Karen to fuck his wife.
Yeah. How long into this chat did that vibe become really apparent?
I reckon after because it was a meet and greet scenario. So
Sure.
it's like brief interactions after brief interactions. These people wouldn't leave. So maybe after about 10 minutes, we're
You're
like,
like, "Oh,
I
shit,
think
this is on."
This is on. And then, yeah, they would not budge.
Was he into it at all?
I think he was partially oblivious until the very last
He's
quarter.
got a bit of autism.
Right.
But like the good kind that helps him get rich, but
Yeah.
also like misses a few things like a.
It says in his bio, though, he's 21 years old. You can't be fucking no wives at 21
that's
years old.
old.
I think that's the perfect time to
No,
fuck
no,
a
no,
wife.
no, no. You
Yeah.
can't
Be the young stud,
be. No, no, no.
the young bull.
And
That's
you
what
don't
he's
know.
after.
You don't know any better either.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
also-
I know his enthusiasm.
I think it's sadder if you're like 40 cooking a man.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't want to get cooked by an old man.
And especially if it's like your dad watching you, you can impress him. Like it's just an old man, or like a coach sort of thing. He can give you tips. The dynamics are better than
Go on, sport.
someone like 4 years older than you.
Well, he
like,
starts off pushing you, then halfway through he takes his hand off and you're doing it by yourself.
training wheels are off. Have you guys had any cuck situations? Is this a common Northern England thing?
I don't think it's a common Northern England thing any more than it is elsewhere. I've never cooked or been cooked myself. I've never been a cooker or a cookie.
No, I don't like the idea of someone using my toothbrush,
Yeah.
let alone like your wife.
I've shagged some polyamorous women, if that counts.
Oh, that kind of counts.
Yeah, because they did have partners.
They had partners.
Yeah, but they weren't like there. That would be my line. You
But
know,
they
if you've
knew-
got a spreadsheet, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to be one of your cells. But like,
Do they have to run you by their partners first? Do they take
I
a
don't
photo
know.
and be
No,
like,
it
"What do
wasn't
you think?"
It wasn't like that. Maybe they did with like Tinder or something. They go, "Oh, I'm going to go see this guy." But I reckon it's probably because I wasn't like being another part of the polyamorous group. I was very much, a temporary partner. So I think they probably would just had a blanket agreement about that. I think maybe if you had like a more serious third, then you'd go, "Oh, this is who is currently railing me."
I think
I'm not an expert on the polyamorous community.
No. I just know they've got coloured hair. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm just an expert on women with nose rings.
You can pick them.
Yeah. Look, they pick me. Like,
Oh.
I am catnip to the polyamorous.
You got that game.
Mate, like, honestly, like, your freaks, your weirdos, your hippies, your goths, art school dropouts, homemade tats, stretched earlobes, they all come this way.
What do you get, Freddie? What's
Abuse victims.
okay? You cause them, but what do you like?
The cause of and solution to sexual trauma.
it's a circle.
Yeah. I just make veiled threats, and they get the hint.
Yeah.
I
So
say
that's-
things like, "You wouldn't like me when I'm angry."
Yeah. It's just sad women with ribbed arms.
Yeah. Women that take long showers in the fetal position. Those are my kind of girls. I like a clean rape victim. That's what I like.
Have you ever had a shower
How
in
popular
your
is this
clothes?
podcast?
We'll find out.
I hope you don't like it being monetized, because
We'll
that's not
find out.
really
No,
our
I've
realm.
never monetized.
Yeah,
Don't worry about that.
same. Yeah.
I think it is interesting what style of women. There's always like a niche category. What do you usually get?
What do like that?
Women that like you.
Oh, it's a bit of an open mic, really. But
No, you're an open mic. You'll do
I'm an open
all
mic,
of them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what like you?
Usually, yeah, like big titty goths have been the target demo.
Have you heard of the app Woo Plus?
What? No.
Have you not heard of this app?
No.
So it's an app. Someone was on last time they were here.
It was me. It was
Yeah.
me. I was on there.
What does this app do?
It's basically a fetish app for morbidly obese women.
Oh, wow.
And the strike rate on this app was unlike anything you've ever seen. It was
Yeah,
absolutely
you're
biblical.
shooting fish in a barrel.
It is,
You
yeah. You're
know?
fishing with dynamite. It was
Yeah.
it was unbelievable.
Shooting whales in a barrel.
It's actually quite useful because I've lost Freddie's mum's number. Because she's a big fat slag. That is mad. So, like, yeah. So, is that like your game? Are you into the BB dubs?
Not anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I have a beautiful girlfriend. It's
Sure.
so retarded.
You've retired from the BB dub
I-
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that
I-
was a thing you liked to.
I retired with the belt though, like
Yeah.
undefeated, brother. It was
Yes.
sick.
But like Michael Jordan retired. Like he's playing baseball now.
Yeah. Well, he's moved
But-
up a weight category, hasn't he?
But basketball's
champ
where
champ.
he really thrives.
Yeah, I was I was a bit of a lunatic last
Yeah.
time I was here. It was sick.
We've got a lot of fat women in this country. If you're into that, you're gonna fucking have a great time.
I met all of them last time I was there. It was sick.
Good on you, lad.
What is it about fat women that you find attractive?
Well, we were on shrooms in Amsterdam, and sometimes I have like realizations on shrooms, and
Yeah.
I realized I enjoyed being like the better looking person in the duo. So I would
I really hit the boys hard, that one.
It's so mental.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
insane.
there's something wrong with me.
I'm always trying to. I like an aspirational
Yeah,
partner.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I want to. You know, I want to feel like I'm achieving something above myself.
No, of
you know?
course, the sexiest thing about the BBWs is about how disgusting they are. That's-
And how hot I am.
Yeah, yeah,
comparatively.
Exactly. It made me feel real cute.
So you want to be a catch for them.
Yeah,
essentially. You
exactly.
want to feel like you're giving them a great night.
Yeah,
you
like
can get away with more when you're the attractive one in the
How
relationship.
the fuck would
True.
you know?
Because I have shagged some proper, absolute fucking monsters.
Yeah, and you've been the ugly one.
But when
You're
There's
their rock
There's
bottom.
always a bigger monster. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
there are people.
Like that Star Wars scene.
There are people who live in sewers who will see Freddy as their rock bottom.
But yeah, like if you're the attractive one,
Yeah.
you can get away with sort of putting in no effort. Like you can just be like, "What? Get there at 1? How about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Leave, you fat bitch!" Like,
I used to have a lawyer, like a 50-year-old lawyer, who would like send me money on Up, which is like a cash app, and I would just go to her house and sleep with her like once a week. And
So you were a
Your
prostitute.
sugar mama.
yeah, did the sugar mama thing. But now my current girlfriend's like so much hotter than me. I think people think she's my carer. Like we walk in, it's like,
that'd be a great thing to call the fat bitches sugar mamas.
Sugar mama.
Well, she's got diabetes.
She loves sugar. You're misreading it. No, her poor as anything. Loves sugar.
Yeah. Like, no, it's great, though. Like, it's a great thing to be into. Like, if you're into big, fat, ugly women, you've got an easy life. You know, your life's absolutely sorted. Unfortunately for me, I'm into hot women, so it's been an effort.
But there are some plus size women
Yeah.
who get angry at men being chubby chasers, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you're fetishizing me," and it's like,
Take what you can.
Yeah, take what you can.
well, one of the perks of this app was these are women that are like fetishizing themselves.
They're into it. They're
They-
like, I'm
they-
a big, beautiful woman. And I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want a
that's cool. They're
man.
confident with
Yeah.
it.
yeah, but it's like because some of them are like, "Oh, you like me because I'm big and curvy," and it's like, well,
Well, I'd have to.
Yeah, the only other option is for me to like you despite you being big and curvy.
Yeah. Surely being into it is better.
Yeah,
I'm with you
yeah.
on that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fucking good on you, man.
It was an exciting time.
I sounds it.
Yeah.
It sounds
Woo
like
Plus,
a good
give
time.
it a look.
Woo
Shout out Woo Plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I've not
Sponsored.
heard of it because that's shag fat birds.
But yeah.
Well, you know, my track record does not suggest that's true.
Yeah, but there's
You know,
levels.
It wasn't my intention, I would say. You know, there was a few accidental ones. Like, I'd get drunk, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd have a great time, don't worry, you know.
You asked me what sort of women I tend to attract, and I made a flippant joke, and I would like to revisit it with an honest answer.
Sure, sure.
My track record is women with fat dads.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, and I've said this
Fat,
before. haven't I?
charismatic dads, like some
Fat
of
dads. So they've got a big fat dad,
Yep.
and then they look at me and they're like, it's like dad.
Yeah, especially if they were a bit like, charismatic but like angry and depressed.
Yep.
That's the sweet spot for a dad.
Daddy
of
issues.
a,
It all comes back to daddy
Gotta
issues.
be-
Yeah,
love
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
You don't know what mood you're going to catch me in. Either I'll play with you or I'll read the paper and ignore you. Like, you know.
But don't sit in your chair.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
chair. Get out of my fucking
Don't
chair.
touch the thermostat.
Yeah. I've also like a lot of very mildly rebellious posh women is also a very big target market for me. So
Ooh,
like,
I like that.
So they are like, you know, they went to private school but they got a nose piercing and they're like the Smiths. Like I'm catnip for them because I've got a regional accent, so I sound a bit scummy. I sound like a bit of rough, but I'm actually nice and I've read some books. So, you know, like I'm dipping your toe into a bit of rough.
Yeah,
I'm not
enough.
proper rough.
Enough.
Exactly. I've got some tattoos. I sound rough,
You're
but I'm actually soft as fuck.
You're rough enough that Daddy would be very disappointed.
Totally, but I'm not so rough that you're going to get a black eye.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I think I'm a sweet
But
spot there.
what Daddy will do
That's
is
the
he'll take you into a private room, the annex of the house, and he will go, Polly, are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy, he's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah. It takes me a while to work on dads. Like mums of girlfriends have always loved me. but dads have always been an issue.
I polarize parents,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't say one or the other. But generally, it's a strong like or a strong
Sure.
hatred.
I can't imagine you're a dad's dream for their daughter.
Yeah. my ex, her dad actually used to like me because he liked soccer, or that's what we call it.
Yeah.
Football, and I was all right back in the day. So
Sure.
once he figured that out, he was like, okay. But then the mum hated me, and she used to say that. She used to say, I hate Frenchy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in the fucking room, bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's a lot.
interesting. Yeah, but I got
That's
it.
not even passive aggressive.
got
That's
it.
just aggressive.
Yeah, I got it.
You
But
got to get it eventually.
I was.
I got my missus' dad because he's a fan of weird alternative comedy, and I know loads about that. So
Yeah.
like, he's basically he can talk about his autistic special interest with me. That's what ground him down eventually. It took a while, but I got him there.
When you get older, you know more. You got to be like, you just got to relate to the dad. You just got to figure out what's his thing, and then be
Yeah.
like, oh fuck yeah, Star Wars was better. back in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
day.
bus timetables, is it?
Trains are actually
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Have
yeah.
you ever dated? You were talking about posh woman. Have you ever dated a real rich woman?
No.
That's like when I say that's like my thing. That's like what I'm into is bringing posh women down to my level.
Because this is the country of it, but like
Yeah.
rich, like
Yeah, but
you
I
have real rich people in this
yeah,
country.
but the thing I go for is like I think maybe what you're going for is like aristocracy.
I am.
No, I've been out on dates a couple of times, but not much. What I tend to go for is like first generation rich. So like their parents did really well, sent them to private school, so they've got the accent. But their parents, like my missus' parents, are from Bolton, but they just did really well in their life, and like they're dead rich. So like that's the sweet spot for me. Aristocracy tend to I'm too scummy for them. You know, I'm
That's
too
what
much.
that's what you want to crack. That's what Kieran will be cracking.
Yeah,
He
that's
da-
the move up.
That's the next level. But I think you got to do that generationally. You can't skip that many steps in one.
Yeah, you got to work up to that. Like, you know, my kids, because I've shagged my way up the class ladder, like my kids hopefully one day will bang aristocracy. You know, that's what I hope for.
That's the Australian convict's dream. That one day we go back and bang all the posh people. Well, back to cucking real quick. How far away would the husband have to be for you to do it?
That's such a good question.
In the curtains, in the cupboard, or like outside the window?
Oh, I thought you were asking like feet and inches.
Oh, you're getting the ruler out.
Yeah.
I could do the same. I could do the same room as long as there's got to be some really strong ground rules set up before we go in.
He has to be in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's important to me.
It's got to be in the
but he
little
has to
chair
be
in the corner.
corner of the room.
The cup chair. No,
I
not
would-
the
the
wheelchair.
cup chair.
Jesus.
I would feel.
Well, then you know he's not getting up to
Exactly.
join
Oh,
in.
he's
Stay
got to
in your
be.
chair.
He's got to be behind me. I don't want him in front of me.
Oh, but then you can't keep an eye on him.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want to see him or not? Is
Do you
the
want him
problem.
jerking off onto your back?
No.
Yeah,
Hear
exactly.
me
I
out.
don't want to feel things that I wasn't expecting.
Hear me out.
Yeah,
I want I want him behind me, but I also want a mirror,
yeah.
and I want the mirror placed
So you
like,
can make eye contact while you're coming.
like a wing mirror, so I can just check on him if I have to. But I also have the option of
sure.
ignoring him, but I can occasionally mirror signal
over,
maneuver.
like a
You know what I mean?
Rear vision
See,
mirror.
this
Yeah,
literally happened to one of my very good friends. Right, he was on holiday in like Egypt, I think, and like a couple propositioned him at the bar, and basically the thrust of it was that the guy had a micro penis, and they got into cooking as a result, and like he wanted my friend to fuck his missus, and my mate had just been essentially jilted by someone who's going to marry, so it was on this holiday. Like,
I
freaking out.
know who it is.
Oh, we all know his name. But yeah, so they.
Sam Gore.
It's Sam Gore. It's my friend Sam Gore. So it's my best friend Sam Gore.
Oh, imagine
He
him
was-
finding this.
So no, he.
He knows.
His mobile
This,
number.
this story is out there.
It's out there. Okay,
It's out
go,
there.
go,
He's a
go.
comic as well. He's a very funny dude. So he's anyway. They get to it. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it." You know, I'm going in. Right.
Well,
And-
here's the thing about that, right? Is that I think it's very important to me, or it would be a selling point to me, if they went, my husband has a micro penis. Because I feel like I'm following a shit act.
You're
yeah.
also doing a good deed.
Yeah. But, like, I always feel like you're following someone who's just bombed. Like, it's just going to be easier to just be better.
Yeah, but no
just in
one with a
comparison.
massive dick gets cooked in that way. You know, if your husband has a massive dick, you're not bringing in reinforcements, are you? You know, that is very much a small dick a man's game. In it, the cooking, I think, personally. But yeah, anyway, they got down to it, and he noped out when the guy started rubbing his shoulders.
Rub the shoulder.
Rubbed the shoulders. Full on shoulder rub.
And did they have an agreement? No touching me?
Yeah. They had an agreement, and he did not stick to the agreement. Yeah. Like, the shoulder rub is way too much. I don't want him even, like, stood over my shoulder, that's awful if you're trying to work on something and someone's looking at breathing down your neck.
Yeah, a bit of micromanaging, backseat drivering.
Micromanaging.
Just let me do it my way, okay? You don't know how I fuck what.
Backdoor driving.
Backdoor driving.
But yeah, I think I could probably do same room. But also, this is a scale, innit? It depends on how hot the woman is and how attracted to her you are. Because obviously, the fitter she is, the more I'm going to let off. Like, if it's Sydney Sweeney, you can put a finger in my ass.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's very much a sliding scale.
Does it depend how attractive the dude is?
No, but the finger very much depends on how thick his knuckles are.
Yes. Those Hagrid knuckles.
The more I think about it, like, I like a bit of rough.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
He likes rough women.
I like
ugly
I've
women.
heard the shower thing.
I like sex to feel like I've been in a fight. You know what I mean? Like
That's because he sits in a stool after 3 minutes and squirts water in his mouth.
someone rubs me back.
You want him to tap
I
out.
like it. I like a bit of fucking pain. I like a little bit of throwing about. Like, and I wouldn't want to just beat up a man's wife and fuck her in front of him.
I
Like,
think that's the limit.
yeah.
If you're cooking, you've
'Cause
got to
look,
do it gently.
Look, well, here's the thing, right? If you're cooking and that's your thing, you can fucking believe that we're fucking how I want to fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
not-
driving, I'm
not
choosing
gonna-
the music.
Exactly.
I'm choosing the music.
Exactly. Like, I'm not just gonna fucking. I'm not doing it all. Like I've got to get something out of it other than just. Sort
Yeah,
of
well, I think
being
what you
a-
get out of it is coming in a pussy.
Yeah, I know, but like you understand as well. Like, I want to bring my own flavour. You know what I mean?
You want to...
Yeah. I want to bring my own individuality to the performance, and so
Performance.
yeah.
Well, I suppose it is at that point. It is for an audience.
There's an
isn't it?
audience member.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you don't
suppose
want to
it
do a
is, yeah.
cover.
But then I'd feel really weird.
I've
about
seen
it.
this
You
one
got
before.
originals in the works. You
I'd
don't want to do a cover song. I
I'd
see what
feel
you're saying.
really weird about fucking choking a man's wife and fucking.
We probably would like that. Like the
Yeah, but
degradation
I'd
is all
feel
part
weird
of it.
about it. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'd feel worse knowing that he got off on those things. Because I'd be like, I wonder what else was similar in.
What do you think? Maybe just you and this guy have got loads in common and you should be buddies.
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
just become best friends sort of thing?
That's great.
Yeah.
You could have a male friend with benefits.
That's a perfect world.
Yeah, I just don't like that bit of.
What a
freak me
good
out.
friend that is to make. Make friends with the guy who wants you to bang his wife. That's delightful. What a great life you've
What
got
this
there.
podcast was formed on.
It's like having a mate who owns a boat. You don't have to do any of the maintenance. You can just turn up and have a lovely day
Take
on
it
the
out
ocean.
if it's free that
Exactly,
weekend.
yeah.
Is
Special
your-
occasions.
Is your boat free on
We
Saturday?
had loads of
Yeah,
fun. You're the one that's going to deal with her crying on the way home.
Yeah, he's got to pay. He's got to pay all the mooring fees.
That is amazing. Okay, move on to the next one.
Well, obviously a lot of Diddy stuff in the
Yeah,
news,
yeah,
and
yeah.
there is there's a story going around that there is a sex tape with a celebrity being shopped around, and we're gonna gauge who do you think could be the celebrities featured in this sex tape?
I really hope it's Kevin Hart.
Oh,
Kevin Hart, it sounds so funny getting bummed. Just really little on the front.
Does he fuck boys or girls?
I think boys mainly, isn't it? I think
What,
boys.
you mean Diddy or Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Diddy, oh yeah, I think everything.
Yeah.
I think he's probably bi. I think there's accusations from all over the
I
shop.
think it's just a power thing with him.
It's like jail.
But yeah, Kevin Hart does have that boyish figure.
And also has been very successful in the entertainment industry.
He kind of blew up from nowhere.
Kind of blew up from nowhere.
It's true. Kevin Hart.
Kevin
Well,
Hart.
But is it with Diddy or is it with two people at the party?
Well, that's a whole other question because there was like the audio sex tape of Diddy and Meek Mill. I don't know if you ever heard that.
I have not
Mick
heard
who?
that. Meek
Mill.
I think it's Mick Miller.
Meek Mill.
Meek
the
Mill.
rapper.
Mick Miller's like an old,
Yeah,
British
old school
comedian.
northern comedian. Mick
Oh,
Miller.
great.
It would have been bizarre.
That would have been fucking amazing. If he sucked off Diddy, I would have been confused.
Oh! These two black lads walk into a bar.
Mick's not racist, especially he will suck
obviously
off
not.
a
He's
black
sucking
man.
one off.
Yes.
And further into that, we're thinking about ranking the best celebrity sex tapes
Uh-huh.
of all time. And I was wondering, have you gentlemen ever seen the Chuck Berry sex tape?
We have actually watched the Chuck Berry sex tape on our podcast. We had a little watch of it. He's really into farting.
Yeah, he farts in a prostitute's mouth.
He was telling me about it today. I have not.
Frenchy's never seen it.
Yeah.
But is there footage or is it just audio?
There's a video, yeah.
Yeah, there's video of it. There's like they found a load of videotapes in his house.
Yeah.
He'd like made them with with a little bunch of
Give us
prostitutes.
20 seconds.
You wanna watch some?
Honestly, if you Google it, it'll come up. Oh, here we go.
We got it.
You
We got it. I was.
Oh my god, we need to get this guy.
I was watching.
No, it's so much better than our producer.
Yeah, that's.
Our producer is
He got
so
it
shit.
up instantly.
We have literally never seen anyone instantly find a video before.
That's what I'm doing.
There we go. I like that they've labelled
Is that
prostitute.
Yeah.
And Chuck Berry. Is that in a bath?
Yeah, they're in a bath, a round bath.
Yeah, so Chuck Berry, with his Johnny B. Good money, bought a bunch of hotels, Holiday Inns, and he put cameras in them.
And then Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah, it's one of the great sex tapes.
When's the farting happen? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so
What's that journey?
that was Don't Stop Believing at the
That
end
was
of
Not
that.
Believing came in. Yeah.
Yeah.
After he just farted.
Yeah.
On her
You
face.
know, a bad sex tape can ruin a career. Do you guys know who Talisa is?
Yeah, she was a British from N-Dubs.
She was from a British band called N-Dubs, who were like little grimy rappers.
It's like chav rap, basically.
Dope.
Yeah.
And she was the sort of I guess the fit chavvy girl.
Yeah, she
the
was
fit
fit.
chav.
Yeah, she was a singer. She
And
was the singer in the group. There was a rapper
So
called
she was
Dappy.
So she was Sporty Spice, but Sporty Spice is the hot one.
Yeah,
of the
sort
group.
of.
She
Yeah.
was also a judge on Britain's Got Talent, I believe.
Yeah, she was.
She
Yeah.
had it
So,
all.
so she, but her career trajectory was going up and up and up and up because she was sort of like this. She was marketing herself as this gobby kind of, I say it like it is, but I'm also kind of hot, but I'm also kind of from London, and I couldn't give a fuck kind of girl, right? And there was a sex tape leaked of her giving the worst blowjob you have ever seen in your life.
I mean,
don't
it was
get me
the
wrong.
quality of head that ruined her career.
Don't get me wrong. The dick is massive. It's a big old.
She's got a
fucking
big job
dick.
on her plate.
It's a big dick, but it's the worst blowjob you've ever seen. And within 2 days, everybody had seen it. And honestly, her career's just, gone. Absolutely gone. I don't know if you can get it up.
Oh, you
Did-
definitely
did
can.
she-
So I think it's TU.
Lisa.
Did you try to get a redemption video out there?
Talisa,
Maybe she was having her nose was blocked. I don't
If we have a
know.
little look on videos or images. Oh, there is a still from it there. That one that you're hovering over. That's a still
just
from
not
it.
committing.
Yeah. and
Oh,
it
it's
was
on a website called Le Blow.
and it was just all a bit like non-committal.
Well, this is it. So she did a lot of like, oh, I'm really going to suck this dick. And then she just sort of like slap it against her face a little bit and she'd go, yeah. And she kind of like lick it. And it was one of those, I don't really want to suck this dick blowjob.
It is a
was-
legendarily bad blowy in the UK terms. So yeah,
And 'cause
that's one of the worst, I would say, Talisa's.
As you said, that's why Shane Warne became the GOAT.
Yeah.
It wasn't his spin bowling. It was that leaked video or stills where he has the two women and the big blow up penises. Have you seen that?
No.
He's in his little tidy whities. Get Shane Warne's one up. They did a secret camera after he picked up these two girls. It was before like a test match too, because he didn't give a
Because he's
fuck.
a fucking ledge.
I think it'll just be images.
I want.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What a lad.
Oh, wait, that photo, that's still back there. That's the one.
Yeah. the
Yeah,
giant
and he's
inflatable
just
dick.
fucking.
That's beautiful.
What a boy. I once heckled him in a HMV in London.
Oh,
Because he'd been trash talking the England cricket team, specifically Ian Bellingham, and I had given him what for about it. Really, like
that's great.
he was really angry at me.
That's the
What
body.
did you say?
I can't remember. I said something about like Ian Bell's a gentleman or something like that. It was Paul Collingwood and Ian Bell he was having a go at. And I said something about them, and he just got really. He was like, fuck off! It was great. What a legend.
That's the body of a professional athlete.
Yeah, but a spin bowler is one of the least athletic things in sport. You sort of walk in and just flick your wrist.
Yeah, and he became a sex icon because
Absolute legend. Like that's a pretty good one. Hulk Hogan's was bad, where he drops the N-bomb.
is that true a sex tape?
Yeah.
I knew he said
It's
it.
a
heaps. I
cooking
didn't know it
thing
was
as well.
a
He was
sex
about
tape.
to cook his mate. His mate was like, "Oh, come bang me wife," and he was like, "Oh, as long as there's no black guys here," but he didn't use the term black guys.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, yeah. Bad dude, Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Well, there's Kim K's.
That's one of the most successful ever.
But she's bad in it.
Yeah. But like blew her up. Tell you what is a bad one. Screech from Saved by the Bell.
What?
Are you not aware of this?
No.
He did porn. He did a Dirty Sanchez on someone.
No.
You aware of the Dirty Sanchez?
Tell
I don't
us.
know who fucking Screech is.
Screech from Saved by the Bell, the American kids
Never watched
sitcom.
that.
Oh, right.
But he's
yeah.
not a kid in it, yeah.
No.
It's when he's grown up.
But he was like the wacky, weird guy on a kids sitcom that was huge in the 90s called Saved by the Bell. It was like
The
set in a high
lovable
school.
nerd kind
Yeah,
of
he was the
thing.
weird nerd.
Oh.
And then he did a sex tape where he did his Dirty Sanchez, like pulls out of the bum, rubs it on the mustache.
No way.
Yeah, and it was very bizarre. Dustin Diamond, he's dead now. R.I.P. Dustin Diamond.
Did he kill himself?
I don't know.
Kind of feel like he should.
Well, we
What?
Well, that problem has very much solved itself, it seems like. But yeah, that was a particularly rough one because he was like an icon from when we were kids.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
You want him to do a good one.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton's was good.
Paris Hilton's was
Tommy
elite.
Lee's was good.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
That's
iconic.
that's like the GOAT, probably.
Yeah, that's the
It's on a
Mount
boat.
Rushmore.
It's, two of the most famous sexy people on earth at the time. It's, it's like, that's the big boy.
Mount Rushmore. And there wasn't as many videos out because it had to be on like VHS or some shit.
Yeah.
Who would be, if you could get any celebrity sex tape, a celebrity throughout any period of time in history?
Period of time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know where we're going now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marie Curie.
Oh,
Just imagine that pussy lighting up.
Yeah.
That little green glow out of a vag.
Fucking her with the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, fuck it, right. I'm going Cleopatra. I'm going back.
I think Cleopatra was like 14.
It was a different time. It was a different time. It was a different time. They had. You can't judge me by the moral standards of today.
Hey, Rob, you can fuck any woman throughout history. I'll have sex with a child, please.
I'll go very far back and have sex with a kid. I thought she was just, she was isn't she the one who
God.
launched 1,000 ships?
Cleopatra, this is the Egyptian.
No, that was
thought that was
Helen of
Helen
Troy.
of
Oh, that
Troy.
one then. That's what
Helen
I
of
meant.
Troy.
That's what I meant. Adult Helen of Troy.
Cleopatra
All
was
right, no.
Egyptian.
Helen of Troy when she was 14. I'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
I'll compromise.
You'll be hiding in the wooden horse for a different reason.
I'll tell you what, and this isn't said often enough. I was only joking before. Now I've seen a picture of her. Marie Curie is fucking minging.
Yeah, she wasn't really famous for her looks. It was
You
more
can
the
tell.
it was more the 2 Nobel prizes.
You think if she was good looking, she would be working on radium and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't let the fit ones near the radioactive stuff.
When you guys were doing your podcast before, I came across a really interesting story. I haven't run this one by you, French, so you're going to get a blind react to
Hit
this
it.
one as well. Men in Black director says Will Smith is a farter. One fart was so bad we evacuated the stage for about 3 hours, and that's incredible.
There's no way a fart cleared a set for 3 hours.
3 hours.
The way that they got them all back is they used that little red light thing and just reset everyone's memory.
Just get one of those out. It's just air freshener. That is wild.
That's a crazy story to come out.
And I go, 3 hours is too long. That's too much
long.
of an exaggeration.
Yeah.
You can't. A fart cannot linger for so long.
No, especially on movie sets when they're so prepared. They have like eagles that fly around to scare other birds away so they don't annoy the set. Do you know what I mean? They've got everything controlled. They can get a fucking.
But they haven't got a hand fan and some Febreze.
Apparently not.
Imagine if he'd have done that to Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like instead of
What's up?
slapping him, he went on,
He'll be-
keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
How?
does he throw it up too?
He catches it, puts it in his mouth. Yeah. Like, how bad would a fart have to be to shut down production, though? If you've shut it down for a minute, that's an impressive fart. Like, in order to clear out a set.
A production of
This
a
is
film.
on Variety.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tell me more. What
And
movie
it's also
was it?
Men in
Black.
Black is a multi-million-pound blockbuster.
Yeah.
I
It's not
think
some indie film.
I think that Will Smith could shit on the floor and it wouldn't clear it out for 3 hours.
Yeah.
No, especially at that time when he was the biggest star, more people would come in.
Yeah.
And be like, Will Smith just shat on the floor, let me get a whiff.
Yeah, this is pre-slap Will. He can fart where he wants.
Yeah. Hundy.
Yeah, I
Who's claiming this?
well the director
director.
of the movie.
This seems
3 hours. There must be some sort of record of this. If it was 3 hours.
3 hours. It's
It's
absolutely
the
insane.
3 hours where he's lost me. If it maybe you had to you had to shut it down and that takes
30
half an
minutes,
hour.
30
Then it
minutes.
takes half an hour to set it back up.
Yeah.
I could see an hour possibly 2 in the wildest scenario.
Yeah, 3 is
3 hours
insane.
is not.
That's Lord of
Come
the
on.
Rings.
Wait a minute, yeah.
That is an
It's
extended edition.
It's twice as long as the actual film was.
Yeah.
It's Men in Black 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's insane. And that's basically the news story of the day. Actually, there was one other one. Is they're doing a live action remake of Rugrats.
Oh, I saw this. They're having like CGI babies, but with adults.
Oh, they're CGI.
The
That- we were
babies are
wondering that.
CGI, but everyone else is real, which is the
mental.
creepiest way
That's
to do
real
it.
creepy.
Have you seen? Have you
And when
seen?
one of them's 12, I will fuck them.
Have you seen the-
14. Oh shit, I've got I've negotiated.
Keeps getting lower.
Fuck.
Are we further back in history?
Yes.
Have you seen the Robbie Williams thing?
What?
Yes, actually, I saw the trailer for that fucking yesterday. That is the most mental
It's
shit.
gonna be so shit.
What is it?
So
oh,
you know who
you
Robbie
go, you
Williams
go.
is?
Yeah.
Biopic.
Okay, yeah. So he's making a film biopic about his life,
He's making it himself.
and no, it's
Get the trailer up. Get
it's-
the trailer up.
so it's all about Robbie Williams and his life. It's all true. It's all about Robbie Williams.
All the songs, how he
Except-
become a star.
Guess who plays Robbie Williams? I'll give you both 3
No.
guesses. 'Cause
No.
I don't think you'll fucking get it.
No
Who
way.
do you think?
Morgan Freeman.
Well, I mean that's inappropriate.
Wow, Rob. Rob. Go to the headline lane. Go to the headline.
The headline is
No.
see Robbie Williams as a CGI monkey in the first trailer for biopic. This is fucking mental. Robbie Williams is getting played by a monkey.
So now I'm a racist paedophile.
Full screen back. Mute it, lane.
Yeah, I'll mute it. No way, it's a no. No. Based on a true story.
Every other actor is a human, apart from obviously Morgan Freeman. I mean, sorry. So it's a CGI monkey doing the dance moves, dressing in the sexy.
Oh no way.
He's lost it.
In the fuck.
So there's gonna be multiple scenes where chicks fuck a monkey in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That is fucking insane. There's a famous story, actually, Robbie Williams once told on a chat show where he was in bed in a hotel and the little Asian maid just came in and wanked him off and left without saying anything. That scene's going to have a very different context now, isn't it?
How's he going to be in Take That?
What do you mean?
Yeah, are all the other members monkeys too, or is it?
Yeah.
I think there should be various zoo animals.
That's
But it's weird that they've it sort of looks like Caesar off Planet of the Apes.
It does.
Yeah.
They've not even made it look like a cute monkey.
Why
sexy
didn't they
one.
just get a guy?
Yeah, just see what Remy Malek's doing.
Isn't this like
Yeah, the
offensive
other
now?
one.
Isn't this offensive? Because you're not meant to play like people of a different ethnicity or sexuality or whatever now. Like I think making them a different species is mental.
But
Call me a boomer. Like you can have a black James Bond all you want, but Robbie Williams will be a monkey over my dead body.
But it's not like I don't understand what it's supposed to add to the film.
I think it'll be
Makes no sense.
like
There's going to be a thing where he kisses a woman, and a woman's kissing an animate. Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah, apart from that, it's going to be shit.
yeah. Well, I imagine that. I hope they filmed the whole film with a human actor and went, "This is shit. How do we fix this? Let's CGI a monkey over the top of him." I reckon that's what's gone on.
that could be. I reckon. Yeah, maybe Robbie Williams saw a cut and he was
It's
like,
like fucking hell,
"Nah,
lads.
make it a monkey."
This ain't the
He
boy.
could have
Monkey
almost
me.
played himself. He still looks fucking young. He
Yeah.
could have done like the later years.
And he would have loved that as well.
And he would have been good at it.
But
He's
yeah, they're just like, oh, I'm a cheeky monkey.
Do you know
Is that
what
as
as
far
well?
as the allegory goes? I don't know.
Do you know what as well is I don't think Robbie Williams would make a bad biopic either. To be, if you just
I would
did
love
it
to watch
normally, I think it'd be all right.
the problem is with biopics, I think, is that they never just do it normally. Like the Elton John one was going to be good, and then they burst in a fucking choreographed dance underwater a pool or some shit.
disagree. You are full of shit.
No.
I'm not
Well,
having
you're
this
English.
stand.
You have to say that.
Rocket
He
Man.
loves Elton John. It's his
Rocket
only
Man-
music he likes.
Rocket Man
Genuinely, he loves Elton
was
John.
one of the best biopics of the last 20
Oh,
years.
bro, they're underwater in a pool doing choreographed dancing.
The
Why are they
worst
in a
biopic,
pool?
the worst biopic was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That
Yeah,
was
it was shit.
shocking. It was
That was-
absolute wank.
Is that because the band was still alive?
It's because it was boring. boring.
But that's why they didn't let him do any of the interesting
But,
stuff.
but part of the thing is like, and again, you'll correct me if I'm wrong here, but part of the thing with
Gladly.
Queen is that they were like this experimental kind of thing that would do different sort of things, and to have the most paint by numbers auto.
I don't
like,
know how experimental you can call like they were mildly, but they were very, very right in the centre of the mainstream. They weren't like fucking like
yeah, but then
something
to make a film that was so fucking
it's just
paint
really
by
badly
numbers.
made.
So you're saying,
boring.
so you're saying a biopic should be creative?
Yeah, but there's a limit, obviously. There's a fucking
the
limit.
Brian Wilson documentary, biopic is the best one. That's fucking brilliant.
Do you
I
know
can't
what-
Oh
remember the
yeah,
name
yeah.
of
Do
it.
you know
The
what's
Paul Dano one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Do you know what's
so good.
great as well? Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Walk the Line's brilliant.
Yeah.
Johnny
Cash.
Cash.
The spoof
one,
of it is better than
Walk Hard. That's the greatest comedy
Walk
movie
Hard,
of all
that's one
time.
I think I've
yeah.
seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking
yeah,
banger.
yeah.
That is an.
So
absolute
you're
banger.
saying it should be creative apart from putting the main dude as a monkey?
I think it should be creative, but I don't like any.
Why couldn't
instance-
Elton's character be a rocket?
Yeah.
Because I
Because
don't.
he's a rocket man.
I don't think that there should
A
be any
big fat
instance.
gay horse.
I don't like it when CGI and normal people mix.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
film.
that looks
No, like,
weird.
It's either
Gross.
CGI
I'm with
or
you.
it's normal
Tell you
people.
the worst
Pick
thing-
one of the two.
In the UK, we've got adverts for a pasta sauce called Dolmio.
Oh.
Right? And like they have little felt puppets in the advert, but they're eating real food, and it upsets me so much because like they're like miming like it's going to go in its mouth, and it's like, oh, it's going to get all stuck to it. Ugh. It's horrible. I don't like it. Have felt food or real,
Yeah.
people.
I
one or
think
the other.
I think it can be like one CGI character and everyone else is human, or vice versa. One human amongst a CGI world.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's
I
just
can't see the Rugrats one being good. We've already had a Rugrats film. We've done it. Move on.
yeah, it's got to be.
Do you know the only? I think we're living in the shadow of Jessica Rabbit, aren't we? Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
And everything, because that was good.
Yeah.
Everything since then, people have gone on Space Jam. They've gone, well, we can have it, but that was like, I think the Looney Tunes thing made it work. You can't just have random CGI things
Yeah.
interacting with people. It's weird.
But also the 2D animation style with people works better than like an attempt of looking hyper realistic. Like that realistic CGI looks creepy when it's next to someone because you've got a real comparison.
Yeah, you're right.
Versus 2D like Jessica Rabbit doesn't look like even though Jessica Rabbit's probably top 5 hottest chicks to ever exist, she's not even fucking real.
She
That
didn't
was-
exist.
yeah,
so
didn't even
that
exist.
does counter out of that.
No.
But you go as
Top
well. You go
five.
She's top 5.
because in your
Dead or
brain,
alive or not real.
in the background, your brain goes, "Someone drew that."
Yeah.
Whereas with CGI, you go, "A computer tried to make that as realistic as possible, and it looks like ass."
Do you think the computer did it by itself? Do you think that's what happened?
Someone drew the computer.
Someone drew it on the computer. They just used that as their tool.
Nah, ChatGPT.
Right.
Yeah, they're doing everything.
Yeah.
Or maybe some sort of call center in India did it.
Yeah.
It's
They
outsourced.
went on ChatGPT and they went, create
Robbie
a
Williams monkey.
Robbie Williams, played by Morgan Freeman. In.
That was such a funny guess.
It's racist when you know. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
What I did was innocent. What you did was racist.
You were talking to me about it before the
That's
show.
a callback. Callbacks aren't racist.
Yeah,
Callbacks
exactly.
aren't
Callbacks
racist.
aren't right.
'Cause
A lot of ours are.
No, you're calling back to something that may have been racist, but the actual callback isn't because that's already
Right.
happened.
Okay, so it's fine if I'm referencing racism from the past.
Yes.
Cool.
Because it's
Good
yeah,
to
it's
know.
like the
I was quoting a song.
callback. It's callback. Learn stagecraft, please.
Yeah, I was doing a callback to NWA.
Any more stories, Elaine?
Well, we saw that you guys did like a festival.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
How was that? Did you? I don't know if you guys talked about it on the last podcast.
No, we
we didn't,
didn't. That was
actually.
actually because I'm interested in the running of a full comedy
It
festival.
was fucking mental, the running of it. We all nearly murdered each other for the previous 6 months before it. But it was so sick, man. It was called Dead Meat, and it was fucking unbelievable. We had 5 stages. We had a wrestling ring. We did deathmatch wrestling. We had free tattoos all day. We had...
Oh yeah, listen, free tattoos. So they paid for a tattooist, and people would just go and get whatever fucking shit they.
They rolled the dice and they got what they were given.
Did you guys get
basically.
tattoos?
I did. I got our logo because I got to choose because I was paying the guy. So I was like, I'm having that. Also, the secret that none of our fans seemed to work out was if you just ask the tattoo artist, he'll give you what you want. He didn't give a shit.
Oh, but they would roll the
They'd
dice.
roll the dice and just get it. So a girl got a tramp stamp that just says bummed across her ass.
That's amazing.
It's fucking unbelievable. A guy got Freddy's face tattooed on his arm, then his missus left him because of it.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Have you guys got that guy on the podcast?
Yeah, we really should speak to him.
Yeah,
Actually. We
you
should give him a
should.
call.
Yeah.
We should phone him on an episode and see what's happened to him since.
Yeah, let's
That'd be
start
nice.
doing that. That's nice.
Yeah, well, I was about to appeal to him, but I don't know if he watches this podcast. If he does, get in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was so fun though, man. Like Freddie doesn't really enjoy things, but I had the best day of my life.
Yeah.
So it was like so sick.
Are you going to do it next year?
Yeah, 100%. It's annual now. July 5th next year. We're doing tickets are going to go on sale soon.
And that's a world exclusive.
That is a
as well.
world exclusive.
Hey,
Australia.
But yeah,
we-
we're doing it every fucking year. It was the best. It's loads of work, but it was so sick. The vibe was so good.
How are you going to make it bigger?
Is 5 stages all stand-ups, or is it?
No,
got
we had
music
like
on a
live
couple?
podcasts. We didn't have any music, but I want to add that in next year.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, we had wrestling. We had like a shit tattoo competition. We had an eating
competition.
competition. We just had all sorts of sideshow shit happening
Just
everywhere.
the most random shit you can think
Yeah,
of.
we had a talent show. We just had chaos.
It was
all
like
that.
your
Mint.
version of Neverland
Yeah.
Ranch.
Skankfest, UK Skankfest.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
copied that. Yeah.
Well, we haven't heard of that one.
Yeah.
We more hear of the.
Skank Fest.
It's the American like massive comedy festival.
Yeah,
They're cool.
it's like Big J Okerson.
Yeah,
and
like Legion of Skanks, that
yeah.
podcast. They
Yeah,
do it all.
dope.
But yeah, we'd do that here, and like yeah, it was amazing, man. We'll definitely do it again next year. Like we're building it. We're gonna do it every year. So this year we had our capacity quite restricted by the local council, but because this one went really well, we're gonna go bigger and better. Eventually, we want to make it like more than one day, and eventually you want to, we've got loads of ideas for the future of it. But yeah, it's so sick, so much work, but totally worth it. It was one of those things. On the day, it was like, yeah, this was 100% worth it.
Yeah,
I imagine that's what it'd be like if you're a woman who organised a wedding.
It totally was. It totally was. Our producer was like, "This is the best day of my life. Don't tell me, missus." Yeah, it was fucking class, man. Highly recommend it. A lot of work, but well worth it.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Who was the big headliners apart from you two?
We had Cunt and the gang doing the first live.
Cunt
show.
and the Gang.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Cunt and the Gang. We know Cunt and the Gang. We used to listen to them the whole last trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Paper
yeah.
boy, paper
Paper
boy,
boy,
never thought that I would rape a boy.
We,
Oh, we listen to them all the
we had a
time.
top 40 Christmas single with
With
the gang.
Cunt and the gang.
Which song?
Cunt and the gang
It
featuring
was
Dead Men
called
Talking.
Sausage Roll Cunt, and it was about Lad Baby.
Was that on last Christmas?
Yeah, it was one of the B-sides last Christmas, but on its own, we sold enough of our B-side to get to number 40 in the chart.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because we went through Cunt and the Gang last trip we were here, so November, so we would have just missed that.
Absolute legend.
We couldn't believe it was a real
Hasn't
person.
performed live in ages as well, so it was a real treat. And
8 years.
Yeah, and like we just had like amazing stand-up all day. Like there was just so many sick comics all day, constantly.
He's like the new
There was
Beatles.
one section where the only person that has not done live at the Apollo was me. I was literally the least famous person at my own fucking festival.
Yeah, it was very funny when we realised that. The only one who's never been on telly is Freddy, who's running it. Yeah.
It was just wall to wall of the best comics. in
Did
the
you
country.
close just as an alpha move? Be like, fuck yes, I'm
It
closing.
was our festival. People were there to see
I'm
us.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
like
was
the live
class.
podcast was amazing. Like it was so sick.
Fuck, that's so much fun.
Oh, it was great. It was great, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to do it all again and fall out with these people over and over again
Yep.
for years and years. Hate their guts, and then realise that I am financially tied to them, and I have to foster a working relationship with people that I despise.
That's good life
Yeah. That's what I'm. All in it for the art.
and friendship
Yeah, I'm all about the love and friendship.
and goth women. Any other stories we want to talk about?
That's pretty much it for stories. We did have one question, though, because
Yeah.
we're about to go to Birmingham.
Sure.
And our understanding is that Birmingham is the birthplace of chavs.
Not
Maybe
really.
where the term initially originated, but it's not really like it's not really the stereotypical home would be Essex. I would
Essex is
say.
the home of chavs?
Yeah, you'd say if you wanted to have a place where it's central, it's probably Essex.
Because we don't have chavs in Australia. We have a thing called eshays, which is basically like an impression of chavs.
right, you have
Australian
bogans as
chavs.
well. Like
Bogans are more like lovable hillbillies.
sure,
Yeah, they're like white trash.
sure.
Eshays like carry little knives at the train station.
Right.
And that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
But how do we prepare for the English chavs? We need to know what's your take on English chavs and what's
Yeah.
To be honest, you're about 15 years too late. The term's kind of fallen
It's
out
gone.
of parlance nowadays.
we have like
It's sort of-
roadmen now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's kind of the thing that the British gangsters have very much fallen off, haven't they? They've
Yeah.
fallen off a cliff.
Well, I don't know. Some of them are doing good.
Well, that's sad. The British Empire always crumbles at
It
some
does,
point.
yeah.
You had
My top tip, though, if you get a group of like British youths who are like trying to look menacing, I always straight away, if one of them shouts any shit, all you need, simple little "shut up, you virgin." All their mates will laugh at them. It's over. Just the virgin is such a good
Yeah.
insult for like groups of lads when they're trying to give you shit. Give them one of them. Their mates will all be like, "Ah, you are a virgin." Then it's over. You
yeah. I
know?
used to do that when I was teaching.
Yeah.
You call a kid a virgin in class.
Done.
He's going to be
Done.
quiet for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Because they fucking are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Definitely.
hopefully. Otherwise, it'd be sad.
Not that. Well, the hot ones aren't by the end of the year.
14-year-olds, yeah?
Yeah.
It was a different time. It's not a pedo if it's a callback.
Fuck yeah, I reckon we'll wrap it up
Yeah.
then. They've got to do
Mate,
an
been
extra
a
one.
fucking pleasure.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Well, it was in our own studio, so it's been very
thank
convenient.
you for hosting. Thank you for letting me film it here.
I was already in this chair.
Yeah, well, that's why I hit you up. I was like, while we're doing that thing, it's like when you got to go to the shops with your missus, and you're like, I got to get one thing. She's like, while we're here, I'm just gonna buy.
We just saved you money on fucking rent, haven't you, for a podcast studio?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, we wouldn't have done a studio.
Yeah.
It would have been
In the
two lapels we would have passed between you and filmed on a phone. So,
Yeah.
Freddie, Rob, on all the socials, what are you on?
Best one's Instagram, I think. At Freddy Quinne, Freddy with a Y, Quinne.
Yeah, at Rob Mulholland. Also, just get us at Dead Men Talk Pod or at Dead Men Talking Pod. Depends on the platform. And just search Dead Men Talking for our podcast. It's really, really offensive.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Yeah, it's good. And we've had Frenchy on, so maybe we've watched that episode to start you in.
Yep.
2 episodes we've had Frenchy. Returning.
One Rugrat. Cartoon. It's a biopic where I'm a cartoon fucking man. Anyway, Frenchy show, new episode next week.